What's going on? What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Kale coming to you with another video, and this time I'm coming at you with something a little bit different. As y'all know, if y'all follow the channel, I'm a sports dude that want to give you the best. Want to give you my thoughts on the hottest new things in sports, whether it's games, whether it's trades, whether it's superstars moving to different teams, whatever. I've done college basketball, March Madness. I've done NBA basketball. I'm doing the playoffs right now. I've done reactions, to the Super Bowl and other stuff, but I haven't really gave you a lot of NFL stuff. I feel like I could have because I kind of started late in the NFL season, but I feel like I could have gave you more NFL videos. I was just unsure at the time what I really wanted to do. But this is an NFL video involving the NFL draft, which is going on right now, and will go on throughout the weekend. And anybody that really knows me, well, you ain't gotta know me to know that I live in Kansas City, Missouri, and my favorite football team is the Kansas City Chiefs. And usually on draft day, you have those draft day trades that happen. Where a team moves up to address a really big need for their team. More than likely it's going to be a quarterback. I mean, you've seen teams do it a lot uh, throughout the years. You've seen teams give up a lot of draft picks or whatever, for to get this one pick, this one guy. Obviously, recent history, everyone knows the gamble the Cleveland Browns took, giving all those draft picks up to get Trent Richardson. Didn't work out. Even the Redskins giving up so much to get the second overall pick in 2012 to get Robert Griffin III. Well, except for his rookie year, didn't work out. And my Kansas City Chiefs, they made the first big draft day trade of the 2017 draft, giving up their first round and their third round pick of this year in this year's draft. So I'm thinking they gave their first round and another pick in next year's draft to move up from number 27 to number 10 to take quarterback Patrick Mahomes II out of Texas Tech. Now, obviously, I mean, from what I've seen on Twitter, a lot of people it seems like a lot of people are shocked and surprised and maybe a little bit upset that the Chiefs did not take national championship winning quarterback Deshaun Watson from Clemson with that 10th pick. I mean, I also seen people that were content with the pick. Like they were like, yeah, okay, he's pretty good. He was pretty good in college. We'll see what happens. But a lot of people are upset. And they have good reason to be. Obviously, coming into the draft, though, Watson and Mahomes were the two. What's well, the two were two of the top three quarterbacks. Mitchell Trubisky was the other guy with them, and he was actually the first quarterback taken by the Chicago Bears with the second pick. Yeah, but Watson and Mahomes were two of the guys that were linked to the Chiefs basically all ever since the draft projections started happening. Obviously, Chiefs quarterback Alex Smith, myself and every other Chiefs fan has a love and hate relationship with. Led us to the 12-4 record and the playoff appearance, winning the division. I'm sorry, as well. And the playoff appearance against the Pittsburgh Steelers at home. Of course, we lost 18-16. 6 field goals by a kicker. And we scored 2 touchdowns. But it was a story of the Chiefs season. Like I said, if you follow the Chiefs, obviously we struggled a lot on offense. We were very inconsistent. we could put up 30 points one game and we can't score a touchdown the next game. It was really frustrating to watch. But that's my team, man. I support them, thick and thin. You know, I think Smith is coming on his last year of his contract. I'm not sure. I may be wrong on that, but I think this is his last year coming up in the 2018 season. Sorry, 2017 season, and he will be a free agent after the season. And obviously, they went with Mahomes because they feel that Mahomes can be the future for the Chiefs. But they want him to sit behind Alex Smith and learn from Alex Smith this year. Learn the playbook. Learn the calls. Hold a clip for 4 years. See what the NFL is really like. Study the NFL defenses. Usually in college today, I was reading articles about how usually in college today, the college coaches don't use much verbiage with their play calls. It's maybe a one to three letter. I mean, 1 to 3 word verbiage for their play calls. And obviously, in the NFL, you got about 7 or 8 different words, at the same time. They said they gave him a test on the verbiage, and he said he did pretty decent. And then Texas Tech ran the air raid offense, the 4 or 5 wide, let the QB throw it up, and he had a lot of success with that. He has the best arm in the draft. As far as arm talent being compared to Brett Favre, which is a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. Obviously good because, he was one of the more prolific quarterbacks in the game, a Super Bowl champion, probably one of I was gonna say one of the top 5 greatest quarterbacks of all time. Maybe not top 5, but definitely top 10. But on the bad side, he also has the most interceptions in NFL history. Obviously, because he's a gunslinger. He's not afraid to throw it in between 2 or 3 defenders. That's how much trust that he had in his receivers. Like a Sterling Sharp or what's his name? Andre Freeman. I forgot his name, but Freeman. Donald Driver, Greg Jennings, whoever he played with, he had that confidence in his not only in his arm but in his receivers to make the catches in traffic. And that's the type of guy that Mahomes is. He makes dangerous throws. He made some dangerous throws in college and he paid for it. So that's another reason why it's a good year for him to sit behind Alex Smith and, like I said, learn how to read NFL defenses, without just being thrown into the fire. Also a mobile quarterback too, which works well in the Andy Reid offense. Of course, the history of Andy Reid quarterbacks. Like I said, Brett Favre, maybe not as mobile, but he can get the ball out of his hand. Then, of course, Donovan McNabb with the Eagles, and now Alex Smith with the Chiefs. I'm not gonna lie, I wanted Deshaun Watson. I did. I wanted Deshaun Watson. I mean, he has that. He has those winner intangibles. When the game gets tight in the fourth quarter, you know for a fact that Deshaun Watson is going to make plays to win the game. I mean, hell, look what he did against Alabama in the last 2 national championship games. 450 plus yards in each game, more than 3 touchdown passes in each game against Alabama. That's probably the closest you'll get to an NFL type defense. And you're seeing that in college. Yeah, like I said, that facing Alabama is the closest thing to facing the NFL defense without actually facing an NFL defense. And Watson carved him up. Remember the game when he touched down Renfro with a second left to win the national championship. And obviously, like I said, I'm a little bit disappointed that they didn't pick him. But, with a quarterback guru like Andy Reid and I don't know if Brad Childress and the other offensive coordinators here another year now, but Andy Reid, I know, can definitely he can definitely groom a quarterback. He can definitely teach a quarterback how to play the game the right way. So I'm not happy, but I'm content with it. All we have to do is see what happens. We just have to see what happens. I mean, because you never know if a draft pick is going to work out or not. There's been so many busts in NFL history. You just don't know what's going to happen with any guy. A guy that's picked in the first round or a guy that's picked in the seventh round. Tom Brady, five-time Super Bowl champion, multiple-time MVP. Was he multiple-time MVP or one-time MVP? I'm not sure, but once upon a time, Tom Brady, and he was known for comebacks back when his Michigan days. Tom Brady was picked in the sixth round. Brady was picked in the sixth round. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know that, but maybe some of you guys that might watch this video don't know that. Brady was a sixth round pick, and after winning his fifth Super Bowl this past February, and people are looking at him and calling him the greatest quarterback in NFL history. Again, as a sixth round pick. So you never know what's going to happen. So I'm content with it. We'll see what happens in a year or two. Of course, I wouldn't want to wish the same type of situation that happened in Dallas on Mahomes, where Smith gets hurt in a preseason game and then Mahomes will have to take over. I don't want that. I mean, but it worked out for Dak. And Cowboys uh had a Cowboys finished with a 14-2 regular season record. Number one in the NFC. Got to the NFC. Hosted the NFC divisional playoff game against Green Bay. Of course, Aaron Rodgers, that bad man that he is, was able to beat the Cowboys in Jerry World. But like I said, man, anything's possible. We'll see what happens. I mean, I have faith. I have faith. Like I said, Mahomes has the best uh, arm in the draft. I mean, of course, that's a lot of things of course, that's the number one thing. That's the number one uh, gripe that people have with Alex Smith. He doesn't take chances. He doesn't throw the ball down the field. He's played inconsistent in his years here in Kansas City. But obviously I just go back to the what have you done for me lately? I go back to that last playoff game against Pittsburgh. I mean, Alex Smith was throwing the ball on the money, and you had receivers dropping passes. Obviously, if you're a Chiefs fan, I'm talking about Kelsey. And then I think Sarkandrick West had a drop too, and there was some more drops in the game as well. But Kelsey then he has a drop, and then I think a player or two later, pushes down one of the Steelers, and draws a big penalty that puts the Chiefs back. The Chiefs almost came back to tie that game if it wasn't for a holding call, but it is what it is. But it still hurts. But yeah, I think more. I think well, I don't know what to think right now. I just but I'm hopeful. I mean, just like every Chiefs season, I'm hopeful that we can make a run to the Super Bowl, because I mean, the defense is breaking down, man. The defense has been a staple of the Chiefs for the last 5, 6 years, maybe even longer than that. Holly is older, not the guy that he used to be. Houston, coming off those injuries, didn't play that much this year. You wonder what his status is as he's getting older after he signed that big contract last offseason. Derek Johnson tearing his Achilles again. So you really don't know how much DJ has left in the tank. Obviously, we let go of Dontari Poe, our Pro Bowl Pro Bowl nose tackle, signed with Atlanta, I believe. But did have Chris Jones come up and make a big big impact in his rookie year. And of course, we signed Eric Berry for the Pro Bowl safety to a new 6-year contract. Oh man, I was so scared about that. But yeah, I just believe that, and we have the weapons on offense. Well, again, we have Kelsey. We have Jeremy Macklin, who I think maybe has a couple more good years left in him. And then you have the emergence of the rookie Tyreek Hill. Yeah, what he did off the field, putting his hands on as far as putting his hands on a woman, that's wrong on so many levels. Yeah, that's wrong on so many levels. I mean, but the dude is a football player. He's a baller, man. He makes plays for his team. So I mean, he was electrifying last year. In the three R's: running, receiving, and returning. Heck, I thought he made a very good case for Rookie of the Year. Beside Zeke. But anyway, man, I like the move to get Pat Mahomes. Of course, we won't know until another uh, 5, 6 years from now. But I think it was an okay move. Yeah, I wanted Deshaun Watson, but you never know what's gonna happen. But that wraps up this video, man. I just wanted to vent about what people were thinking about with the pick of Mahomes. So I'm especially Chiefs Kingdom. Their thoughts on it. And if you're a member of Chiefs Kingdom, if you love the Chiefs like I do, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought, man. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know, was it the right move? Was it the wrong move? Just leave a comment down below. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe and share. I appreciate you guys for everything. Thank you guys for watching. And for all of you watching this video, I wish you nothing but positive vibes only. I'll see you in the next video.